I'm gonna have to do some editing. Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
This is still Okami.
Hi.
We have a special guest today.
Well, special is a bit much. I'm a guest.
Special like Ralph Wiggins.
Hang on,
special.
this is my house.
Yeah.
Another guest.
So today, we're gonna open up the first dungeon.
Yay.
And then go and beat the first dungeon.
Did we get the boomerang in the first dungeon?
No.
Aw.
The first dungeon is the grappling hook. I hope that's not a real thing. I don't know this game at all.
It's okay, we both went for Zelda jokes.
Yay. So how about that Breath of the Wild, huh?
Hasn't come out yet.
Apparently it's the Zelda of Dark Souls.
Wait, what?
Wait a second. I thought that was Darksiders. Oh, no one's played Darksiders, have they? Just me.
I have it, but I haven't played it before.
God damn it.
I think...
Like, 3 people in the thread are gonna think that's hilarious. Don't worry about that.
I think I seem to remember when the discussion started that led to us doing this game, Darksiders was brought up as a thing somebody wanted to drag me through.
Darksiders was actually a really cool game. It lets itself down with its aesthetic and how hard it's trying.
So while you all were talking about, things that are not this game, this small child needs to fish up a fish because he lost the key to the ruins. And
that fishing.
we're gonna have to help him with that.
Hey mate, turn it up.
I'll turn you up.
Oh.
There you go.
That's rude.
Oh yeah, I forgot we'd actually be able to hear sound for once. I'm used to the recording saying it, not allowing that.
So welcome to the fishing minigame.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I am here for this.
Basically, it's just draw a line from the tip of his fishing pole to a fish.
Oh, that seems easy.
There we go. The actual controls for this are a little weird. You have to hold back and opposite the direction the fish is on the control stick. And then when the fish gets close enough, a QuickTime event will pop up. You have to press that and then power slash the fish to catch it.
Yep.
You have to slice the fish with your Hanzo steel.
And there's the fish we're looking for.
It's a big fish.
The meter in the bottom with the kid's face on it, that's your stamina. Reeling things in the red zone, which just basically means you're pulling too hard, will drop that. And if it runs out, then you break the line. Fishing is really easy, but it's
Weird and finicky.
critical for 2 separate points.
Guess where I stopped playing the game? Like, this is actually where I stopped playing the game. I think I was too stupid to figure out the minigame.
It's not super clear what you need to do.
Why is this boy a bunny? No, actually that guy in the thread will explain why that guy is a bunny.
He's just wearing a rabbit as a hat. Also, Ami just being a rude dog.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'll say, to me, it seems incredibly obvious to draw line from pole when the kid says he no longer has a line.
Eason straight up tells you to do so.
Yeah.
By the way, if that kid hits us, he'll make us drop the key. So,
Oh, no.
Oh, rude.
It's a good thing he doesn't have an air dash.
so at some point, since the last time we recorded, somebody in the thread yelled at me about not using the thick brush, so I'm gonna start using that more.
Oh no, we've got May and Tai Tai like in the same place. Does that mean like a Sonic Adventure 2 race is going to start out of the blue?
I don't think. Well, probably not this time.
I've got my controller in my hand.
Is that a thing that we're just going to now spontaneously do?
Please don't.
Don't worry.
And we can't do anything with this yet. We'll be back here later. That
I
cat
don't
statue
think-
is still important.
I don't think I can watch May fail to do that city escape skip for another hour and a half of my life.
Well, no, you're watching Okami. Are we just gonna do the fight holding the key? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this game's platinum as hell. I love it.
Drum Goblin.
Hey mate, who's this drum goblin?
Man, where did we get Drum Goblin from originally?
Eurovision?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, so that's why I'm not privy to this conversation.
Yeah, there was a...
Are you kidding me? I needed one more hit on him.
Tai Tai, I'm going to Google the Eurovision drum goblin and show you. I'm actually just going to Google Eurovision drum goblin.
Whoops.
That's okay, you don't need demon fangs.
Yeah, it's a little annoying that I missed that because I got one extra hit in with the
Plus one.
rosaries.
Mm.
That's kind of what sucks about
View
them.
image.
Huh?
Is
Press
it's
view
really
image
easy to
and send it to
accidentally
Tai-Tai.
hit the button one too many times. Why does everything in the forest want seeds? Or not seeds, what's it called? Yeah, herbs.
Why else would they be in a forest?
It's
Okay,
just
so-
really annoying because I don't have any right now and I don't want to go out of my way to go buy more.
Tai Tai, I want you to imagine that you're watching Eurovision and it's the intermission and this guy just shows up on the screen.
And is he hitting drums?
Yes.
Wow.
Faye, you should just go post that image in the thread with no context right now.
You'll have to do that.
I
then.
don't
Yeah,
have
not
the
again.
URL, but I can... Oh shit, I just nearly fell off the bed.
Brilliant.
Hold on, let me... I will do what I can to put the drum goblin in the thread.
So welcome to our first dungeon.
Oh, hey, it's one of those things.
Dogi, I think they're called?
Yeah. That thing that Red constantly has fakes of in Animal Crossing. I've never seen him carrying a non-counterfeit one.
On the other hand, finger gun samurai.
So, Isun is right. We do not want to jump into that water. It will kill us.
I mean, it is purple and horrible.
It looks like it would be a goop that you die in a Mario level, so yeah, don't.
Come on, Tree, do the thing. There we go.
Tai Tai's hot tips for playing video games: if it looks like it would be a bad idea to do in a Mario game, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, that is an insta-kill. Whoops. I'm smart. I thought I would drew the lily pad somewhere where I was going to land on it.
Instead, you died it.
So I
Yep.
have no way to re-upload this image,
Oh,
so I might
boy.
get dinged for
Here we go.
image leeching.
So, like Isun said, we can't go through here yet. You might notice that this thing has somewhat buff muscular arms.
Yep. Man, what is it lately with like buff things?
JoJo's.
JoJo's.
Listen, I've been watching JoJo's. I understand now.
Oh, you actually started watching it?
Yeah. I'm halfway through Stardust Crusaders now.
Excellent.
These trees are really bad at being Shadow Ganon. They don't even knock it back at you.
I mean, that would kind of suck, considering we are entirely constrained by how much ink we have. Unlike, say, a Zelda game.
They're also regular enemies in Shadow Ganon's a mini-boss.
Speaking of which, I have just enough to upgrade my ink. So in the file that I'm playing ahead of the LP, I have realized I need to prioritize ink over everything else.
Excellent.
There was a dungeon that we'll be getting to much later that, yeah.
This really reminds me of the first dungeon in Majora's Mask.
Woodfall?
It's just the forest, the poison water.
The Woodfall.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but I'm describing Wyatt.
Oh, right. I thought you were just accusing me of telling weird lies about Majora's Mask.
Stop telling such weird lies.
It reminds me more of Twilight Princess's first actual dungeon. You know, the one that you hit like 3 hours in. Or like an hour in if you skip all the cutscenes.
The only dungeon I remember in Twilight Princess is like the sky one with the weird bird.
I remember that in the water temple because it's the only water temple that's ever stumped me in a Zelda.
I want to point out that Novel actually likes Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Hi, it's me. The one person on the planet that was excited for Twilight Princess HD.
You're the reason they remade it. It's
Just
all you.
on your own. I didn't hate it.
I don't know.
All I remember is Goat Inn.
Goat in.
Like, those are my memories of Twilight Princess.
I mean, that is an accurate summary of the first, like, 3 hours of that game. So the game showed us the way forward, but we want to come back this way because there's a clover over here.
It is cool to, like, add this level of platforming to Zelda-style dungeons.
Yeah, it works. It works. A lot better than it should, honestly.
Okay, Tai Tai, I have now officially posted the Drum Goblin in the thread.
Thank you.
Now everybody can look upon the visage of the Drum Goblin.
I hope you didn't provide any context for just putting it in the thread.
Do you know me at all? Of course I didn't. It's literally just the picture with the caption, "Who's this Drum Goblin?"
That's gonna be fun a while from now.
Hi, the future.
So you remember that orb pushing puzzle from the tutorial dungeon?
Yup. Also,
We're gonna have to do that again, but we can't do it yet.
I want to point out that during this, May has not stopped playing, Oxygen not included.
Yeah, but I am paying attention to the thing. I
Oh!
don't know why Venusaur is so cross with us. But...
This Ivysaur's got the bulb.
Yeah, come on.
yeah, but it's also like huge like Venusaur, so
Get it together.
It's Venusaur charging a solar beam.
sure, yeah, I'll allow that.
Also, you were talking about these things, about those trees not doing multiple volleys. These guys do.
Wow. Kick the shit out of that guy.
And then you bloom that one if you time it right?
I think Bloom is the floral finisher on that guy, but...
We'll bump into the one that takes bloom eventually, and I'll be wrong about it.
Also, Novel, I'm very upset at your underuse of the bark button.
So now we can push the orb.
There we go.
Thank you. Sorry, my apple juice is just out of reach and I'm very upset.
Now I want apple juice.
So those flower demon things aren't too hard to deal with. You can't damage them at all until you open the bud on their back. That's the main thing about them.
That wasn't a very hard ball pushing puzzle. That one was in a straight
No.
line.
No, but some of them get,
Yeah.
some of the later ones start getting a little stupid.
Why are you breaking apart these naked ladies?
And these gyroids don't.
Because I'm hoping there's stuff in them other than money.
Don't
And
you
it's not
kill
really
them.
turning out for me.
I will yuck whoever's yums I like.
I'm glad we had that phrase.
You can make Kazanov recoil on horror just by saying the phrase. "I'm
Oh
not here
no,
to
no,
look
there's
your
more
nose."
of them.
Yep,
Oh, no.
we had to fight one, now we have to fight two. I'm going to cheat a little bit. And by cheat, I mean use the tools available to me.
So not cheat at all then.
What a horrible cheater.
You got our dog drunk.
Yep.
So explain to me what getting the dog drunk does.
Makes the dog strong.
Yeah, increase my attack power.
Okay.
They're the pieces of power and guardian acorns from Link's Awakening.
From that stream that you barely remember happening.
Oh, you
Do
mean
the
Link's
thing.
Awakening? There's a lot of streams I barely remember happening, mostly because I wasn't paying attention.
These things must be really annoying for your time bonus.
Yeah, this is why I'm not going for, you know, pure, cherry blossom or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going for this game's equivalent of pure platinum.
I was about to say kill that. What are you doing?
What's wrong with my head?
We did it. We made a stump.
We did. Yeah,
It's a
has
very
mushrooms
important
on it.
stump. Because what we gotta do now, you'll notice that those guys broke out of the ceiling. Which opened up the
Yeah.
ability to draw the sun.
Nice.
That's the opposite of how it would happen.
Yeah, I know. Just roll with it.
Though Aonuma would be very happy with the cleverness of that puzzle.
There's a way over there to get that. I forget what it is. I'm not going to stress out about it. I will come back for it later.
When you have, like, all the platinum
All the
style
abilities.
multiple air dashes and shit.
So, I can't remember who it was in the thread that started talking about how the shadows are rendered and how the lines are rendered and stuff, but now I can't stop noticing it, and it's real cool.
I've never thought about that kind of technique for doing a hard outline on things. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, the way this game does its art style, there's a really good effort post in the thread about it by Anixite, I think it was.
As
There's
Sorry
a
for
lot of
pronouncing
real
your
good
name wrong.
effort posts in the thread.
as someone who took multiple years of computer graphics classes, all that stuff is really cool to me.
So, Eason is a fuck.
Oh no! That scene from Wind Waker. Where's the giant bird?
Hemlock King.
He wasn't asking what it was, he was asking where it was. Yeah.
So that path is now completely gone. We can't go back that way, even if we go back through that door.
It's deep.
So, Zelda has locked doors, so of course Okami has to have them.
Let's go find a small key.
Yeah, but we're gods, so these are easier to open.
No, they really aren't.
There's a lot of naked ladies guarding these doors.
Don't worry about it.
Think those are called Haniwas or something like that?
I thought a Haniwa was a different thing.
Oh, here we go.
I thought
Say
that
hello
block-
to these fuckers. Oh
I
my
remember
god.
fighting this thing in Super Mario 64.
There's one of these guys at the very end of the game that is the worst puzzle in any video game I have ever played.
But let it be known, I died a warrior's death.
Okay, so you saw how that guy, like, I tackled him and 2 points lit up on him?
Yeah.
Near the end of this game, one of those guys shows up. I believe it's completely optional, but you tackle him and 12 points light up.
Oh.
You have to mark them in order.
Oh.
That seems bad.
I think the first way I managed to do it was I actually took a piece of plastic wrap, put it up over my TV, and then drew on it with marker.
I mean, that's a pretty ingenious solution.
Because I just couldn't get a video of it that I could actually, like, watch at the time.
Get owned, nerd.
Like, early internet solutions to weird game puzzles are one of my favorite things.
So yeah, because we have to physically carry keys to places, that's kind of what makes... Like, we don't have a key storage or anything. We literally pick up the key in our mouth and have to carry it.
Well, yeah, Ami doesn't have pockets. Well, they're saying that we're keeping, like, all these herbs and money and treasures.
In our pockets.
Well, that's why we can't have keys in them then, because they're full of treasures and money and herbs.
I keep forgetting I don't actually have the dodge move in this file.
What's the green thing in the bottom left? Again?
Oh, I keep forgetting to mention that. That's Divinity. The more hits you get, that builds up, and it basically works as a free hit for you.
Ah, it's a combo booster.
The first hit you take, as long as you have any amount of that, will not damage you and not affect your damage rating at the end of a fight.
Okay. And the more you hit enemies, the more it builds up.
Yep. That's part of why rosaries are my favorite weapon, because they build that up super quickly.
Just draw a bridge. It seems like the parts where you need these brush powers you don't have yet are mostly for, like, really specific puzzles, whereas half the time you can just draw what you need.
Yeah, Rejuvenate is kind of weird in how it exists. Like, you would think that it would just be able to exist. Like,
I do like how...
Like, you would be able to extrapolate some of the stuff from Rejuvenate into later powers that we actually get.
I know, I do like that, it does... The game makes it fairly obvious when you do have to use Rejuvenate. Ah, that classic puzzle of beat all the enemies in the room.
It's not really a puzzle, it's more like a challenge.
The puzzle challenge.
That's the joke.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna go flush myself down
Use
the
Vine
toilet
Whip.
now.
And just using Bloom on these guys normally does not do what you need it to do. So you actually have to knock the things back at them.
Woof woof. That reminds me, I got to pet a cloud the other day.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I was having kind of a shitty day, and then I petted the cloud, and I was grinning from ear to ear.
It's true.
May was there.
I saw it.
Holy bones.
Yeah, they're Ami's favorite snack.
What's your favourite snack, friends?
Probably wasabi peas if I need something quick.
It's hard to say, I don't really... I'm bad at picking favorites of, like, everything, so...
Yeah, I tried to make, because while I've been here, me and May have been watching all of Avatar, because she hasn't seen it before. And I tried to make her pick a favourite character, and I think her head exploded.
I mean, that's because it's impossible to pick a favorite character from that series.
That's what I said.
Get down, you.
Okay.
I like Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes are
I wouldn't consider them a snack, I consider them like I would a cookie.
Cookies are a snack?
To me, snack implies being able to eat more than one without feeling like
somebody telling you should feel bad about it.
yeah.
Do you want to tell him about the entire pack of Jaffa cakes we've eaten over the past 24 hours, or do you?
I mean, like, everyone does that with Jaffa cakes, just...
You shouldn't.
It's like how it's impossible to not eat an entire tube of Pringles at once.
Yeah. Though I've done
We're
it.
fat fucks.
I've resisted eating an entire tube of Pringles before.
Yeah,
So I'm
I've
pretty
managed-
sure I just showed video evidence of where they kind of shortcutted making this game widescreen. Because remember, it was originally on a PS2. And that sun animation did not go across the whole screen.
No, that didn't look right. Ah, yeah. So I'm not just making weird noises.
No, you're making the noises that those things are probably making.
Why are they puking into a river? That's bad.
To me,
Because they're the thing that is making the whole place poison.
It's bad for the environment. Don't puke in the river.
Don't tell me what to do.
treasure is more important.
It is. Honestly.
There, we made the river not puke.
We made it fart flowers instead.
Hooray.
Why does that guy look like a dweeb?
It's rude.
Can't believe you would say that about somebody.
So
Wow.
Ray's still playing this game, and there's a guy wandering around her colony who looks like a dweeb.
Secret. It's Gilly. She's the dude. She flicked me on the nose, guys. Okay.
Eason's real good at his job.
Yep.
Yeah, waterfall.
Ethan seems like a butt.
He is.
He is a butt.
Okay.
He's also like 12.
Yeah, he's short and has something to prove.
No, like, I'm not kidding. Eason is actually supposed to be, like, really young. The character he is explicitly based off of is also really young, if I remember right.
Our
Still seems like a
Wind
butt.
Waker meter is almost empty. There you go.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh no.
Well, this doesn't look
Peaches
threatening in the
everywhere.
slightest.
I'm gonna tell you now, this isn't the boss fight.
No, Okami's dungeons are huge, right?
Yeah, they're gigantic.
Not really, actually, compared to Zelda dungeons.
Mm.
So, why were you being yelled at for not using the thick brush?
Cause it takes way less time.
Oh, okay.
If you don't miss.
Yeah, I was just looking, just wasn't hitting it in the right spot, is the problem.
Apparently, blooming those flowers gets rid of skulls.
Yeah, skulls are just unbloomed flowers, didn't you know?
But only cow skulls. Giant, oversized cow skulls.
So giant oversized cow skulls is giving me like flashbacks to the weird desert levels in Bubsy, where they look like they're a background element, but you go anywhere near one and it's just an insta-kill. Why did I let somebody convince me to watch them play Bubsy?
I don't know.
Cause bad decisions were made involving that entire goddamn, project.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, May, you joked about us getting the hook shot.
God damn it.
Guess what we're getting?
Is it the hook shot?
Did it
It's
end
this
at all?
game's equivalent of the hook shot.
Hell yeah, look at this monkey. Monkey? Monkey.
Symbol monkey.
that superhero pose when he landed.
Bye.
He caught it. Literal symbol monkey.
He looks pretty happy.
So that's all of the bloom technique now. That's all 3 pieces of
Yay.
it.
So yeah, we've got the hook shot.
I'm very proud of us. We did it.
Draw a line from one of those flower buds to us, and we get brought over to it.
That's actually super cool.
There are other applications of this that we will be seeing in the boss fight, actually.
It's basically you don't have to hook to yourself, right?
Yeah.
So can you hook things to you?
No, I believe it has to specifically be to one of the buds.
But
Okay.
but you can hook other things to the buds is what's important.
Now here's hoping what happened to me in my test file doesn't happen here.
Oh no.
You fell
forget-
down, didn't you?
I fell down.
Oh no.
You can't do that. Dogs don't land on their feet like cats do.
One thing I am going to quickly point out before we move on that I really like about Okami's dungeon design, you can see everything connecting together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's the bridge that we drew earlier. Like, Zelda, a lot of the rooms are kind of self-contained, but Okami goes out of its way to kind of...
Well, usually
Like,
in Zelda games,
have a flow to it.
there's one dungeon that does that specifically.
In Majora's Mask, it's all of them.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking, the Dongo one in Ocarina of Time has that big center room.
Yeah, it does. But it's actually a thing, like, I'm on my 3rd dungeon in Majora's Mask now, and I've begun to figure out that most of them are just a central room with various paths away from them,
Mm-hmm.
and all paths will eventually lead back to that big central room.
Oh yeah.
Even, like, that big central room will often have multiple levels, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still a big central room, and it's kind of cool.
So here is where we learn that we can do this.
You did it.
Oh.
These will not time out.
Yay, we got a hat.
I wish that was our hat.
It's a pretty rad hat.
Okay. Let's
Be
go do
nice
this
to
the
those
easy
naked
way.
ladies.
Yeah, don't use your head.
Wow, they got smashed a lot.
So if you can't tell, we're about to go fight a boss.
Because it's giving you all the resources in the entire universe.
That didn't
Yep.
take as long as I thought it would.
This is probably going to be one of the few times I actually save on camera. Like, it's explicitly giving us the resources for revival if we die,
Yeah.
is the thing.
It's like how Zelda games usually throw a fairy outside the
Yeah,
door.
like a fairy, some bombs, some arrows, and some hearts. Or magic. like the weird chanting in the background.
Yes.
I like the skulls animation that plays when you destroy them.
Yeah, it's very...
Appropriate.
Is that skulls with a Z?
Yeah.
Team Skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Best Pokemon team.
I mean, basically, though.
There's a lot of pickups right outside this boss.
Yeah, seriously. How shit do they expect you to be at this game?
I want to point out we still don't technically have a full Astral Pouch, so...
Yeah, it takes a lot of food to fill it up. Right?
Also, how shit do they expect you to be at this game? This is a checkpoint.
Oh.
Like, literally, if we die to this boss somehow, that is where we'll respawn.
Good job, Amy. Dog butt.
This music is great.
I've got that stupid 24-hour Cinderella song in my head.
Oh god. I don't think that's about to happen, so...
Okay. It us?
No, it's a different dog.
Friendly dog. Maybe.
And here's your requisite platinum action sequence.
Dog flip.
Complete with the character getting, you know, some kind of damage to them. Like poor Raiden's chin in the entirety of Revengeance.
Mm-hmm.
So who's a better dog, Annie or Huey?
I mean, Huey
This
is
will make no sense to anybody who's never played Haunting Ground.
like most humans.
Haunting Ground is a good game, it just
No,
controls like ass.
It's a bad game. It's a bad people.
Oh hey, it's a spider.
It's our first boss.
It's a flower spider.
Tatai, do you remember what what spider people are actually called in Japanese mythology? I know this is an actual thing.
Not off the top of my head, no. I'd have to Google
Shall I
it.
look it up?
I want to say Jiraigumo, but that might just be a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
That is definitely just a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Like, I know that's a card, but that might also just be what they are in
Tsuchigumo.
mythology. What was that?
May just Googled it.
Tsuchigumo.
Okay.
The name of a spider-like yokai.
I bet you fight one
So
in
now-
Neo.
Probably.
Well, there is a place called the Castle of Spiders, so...
Seems like a fun place to be.
Okay,
I-
so this boss fight is interesting. You see those little hooks on her butt?
Yeah. Oh, you have
What
to
we
hold
have to
on
do is
those?
connect those to the blossoms.
Basically the opposite of that Wind Waker boss. instead of cutting down the vines, you gotta make them.
And the further in the fight you are, the more you have to connect.
That sort of makes sense.
Man, this boss fight must be ass if you're afraid of spiders.
It's stylized.
Oh god, she's
it doesn't
close enough.
look like a
Okay.
spider enough. I think it wouldn't be a problem.
I'm telling you now, I'm probably gonna get shit for time on this because I'm not particularly great at fighting this boss. It's based on the number of eyes you break each time you happen to. Yeah. This is going pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Didn't take any godhood damage. No. You don't get to do
Throw
that.
egg at you. Seems
She wasn't gonna throw the egg at me, she was gonna spawn in, a bunch of things.
Oh.
So it's kind of like Goma, really.
I really like this as a first real challenge boss. Because it uses the tool that you explicitly learned in the dungeon without requiring, like, literally every tool you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, did I not? I stop those. I usually don't see her use this attack, so... Nope.
For the record, there are no more red skittles left.
Brilliant. You've gone ahead and destroyed the concept of red skills. And now no one can ever have any again.
You
Not for
position
me.
yourself right. Can you hit two
No.
at the same time?
Possibly. Also, apparently I was wrong. I seem to remember needing to pull open more parts with more flowers
I really
later
like
in the
the
fight
look of
you
this
got,
spider.
but
It's a real cool looking spider.
Yeah, I like that it looks just not spidery enough.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with my friend C. Jacobs about this, but like, it wasn't until I had a bunch of friends who are actually like severely arachnophobic that I realized how cheap it is to just put a giant spider in your game and call it done.
so we just lost our platinum rank for damage.
Oops.
No.
I didn't get out fast enough.
You
It's
pulled
like-
a Wind Waker.
No, what happened was I tried to air dash and I forgot that we're in combat, which means it turns into the into an attack.
Yeah.
But arachnophobia is like one of the most common phobias in the world, so it's like a really cheap way to scare people. Just throw a giant spider at them. It's like you're 99% likely, like the person playing your game will be afraid of it.
See, I'm not scared of spiders in games. I'm only scared of them in real life.
See,
Personally.
I love spiders. I think they're great.
The problem is, I'm fairly sure there's hobo spiders in this house, and that scares me.
Hobo spiders?
They're really little
Hobo spiders.
poison, like venomous spiders. They have the same kind of
Oh.
venom as brown recluses do.
They're
Oh,
not
boy.
as deadly as brown recluses, but not much is in North America.
Yeah.
Other than black widows.
Yeah.
But they're a lot less likely to attack you, but I still don't like them.
See, I live in England where we don't have spiders that can really hurt you, so I see a spider and I'm just like, hi, buddy.
I like jumping spiders, they're cute.
They're really cute. They're really good parents, too.
So by beating the queen, we unlocked a new mirror, quote unquote.
That's the weirdest mirror I've ever seen.
Japan has weird ideas of what...
Reflector. The mirror is on the
Yeah.
side that's not facing out, I think.
Isun is not wrong, by the way. I think it's every major boss you defeat gets you a weapon.
How many bosses in is the first sword?
The third dungeon.
Okay. Wow.
I'm being intentionally vague about that for a reason.
Yeah, I think I know when that is, but that's still pretty late. You'd expect to get
It's like 10 hours in.
like you get in Okami Den you get the first sword pretty quickly.
Yep, we look at that time score. Look at that sad, pathetic little time score.
It's a tree!
It was trying.
Anyway, what were you gonna say, love?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess they have a reason to not give you the sword when
The first sword in the game, and this is like vaguely getting into spoilers, but whatever. I think it has elemental properties to it, and that's why they don't give it to you that early.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Neat.
There's a weapon in every weapon type that has an elemental property to it, and that's important for very, very late in the game.
Okay, now this time you are allowed to be kidnapping the dog.
What
Don't
did we
throw
pick
the
up?
dog!
Dog's
Andy,
okay.
that's rude. He got eaten by a spider.
Sure.
Dog is not very smart.
So does this kid just straight up have a rabbit on his head, or is it a hat?
It's a hat. It is a dead rabbit. If we had talked to his dad, who was also in the forest, his dad is wearing a tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's an actual historical thing from Japan, was, wearing a goddamn bear on your head if you killed one.
I've always done.
I mean, yeah, if I killed a bear, I'd want to show it off too.
Yeah, except you live in England. All the bears there were dead by the time the Romans were done with you. Hi! LP facts I learned by doing outsourced commentary for a different LP that happened like 2 years ago.
So tell me about Rise, Son of Rome.
No.
Tell me about the White Cliffs of Dover novel.
Oh my fucking god, that level.
I'm sure you have some kind of LP-related PTSD from that game.
Okay, I'm running away for a second before you try to tell me more.
Bye.
Yep, back over.
So that was the first dungeon.
We
May
saved
actually
a
got
dog.
one left. Yay!
Wind Waker this ain't. Oops, I want equipment, because I'm going to show off this, and what happens when you equip these as a sub-weapon.
Yeah, I think the shiny side's like facing your back.
It's on the back.
That looks unwieldy.
So, when you have the rosary equipped as a sub-weapon, you get a shot attack.
Nice.
I'm not a huge fan of it. Also, the rosaries are the only weapon that, when equipped as a sub-weapon, show up on Ami's model.
Because you gotta shoot him from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I showed this off. I'm swapping back to the setup I like.
So, what does the Starling Beast have over the regular reflector?
I think it's more damage and I think by having it equipped in the main slot, that's explicitly how we get the shot attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So look at this man.
Yeah, this man's pretty rad, but like, why is he wearing Madonna's bra on his head?
Because this is the guy we trade in Demon Fangs to.
He loves
Oh.
Demon Fangs.
Yeah, he must do, considering he's wearing two as a hat. I love how stylized all the people are in this game. It makes
All
them
the,
look so unique.
All the merchants have the same basic, like, shape to them,
Yeah.
but they are fairly unique. So we can buy things from him that are just, like, reusable items. Or we can save up and buy, permanent upgrades.
Man, I want a golden peach. Actually, no, I don't. That seems like it would taste awful.
Let's feed these birds while I'm
The dog
thinking
wants
about
into
it.
my room, so...
You should pet that dog.
I will.
And keep moving forward yet.
We are not a good dog, but Tai Tai's dog is.
On the bed? On the bed?
Oh no!
So you remember Waka's prediction? Probably not, because that was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we haven't been able to record because of a combination of everybody being sick.
The dog is mad at me.
Oh no!
Because I have the blanket. He wants it.
We should give that dog a blanket.
Oh. It's our friend.
Why did you take the dog's blanket? That's rude.
It's my blanket.
No, belongs to the dog.
I gave him his bed. He can sit on his bed on my bed.
Platinum action sequences.
Whee!
He's still looking at the blanket.
Okay, so what we have to do here is within the time limit, attach all of those hooks to blooms that will show up. There was one, and I can't grab it. This part kinda sucks, because you don't have any camera control.
At least, like, time stops when you're painting.
Oh, will it really not let me grab multiples at once? No, time does not stop. That clock is still counting down.
Look at how stretched that model is getting. But this reminds me of the time we played Oregon Trail, made like all of these really good smart decisions, and then died at the final river.
Mm-hmm.
I can see I've missed exciting things.
You've missed some shit.
It's action time.
Oh,
It's a
thought
little
you were,
annoying not having camera control for this.
I thought you were talking about the whole saga with Tai Tai's dog and the blanket.
Okay. Those are words.
Tai Tai's dog really wanted the blanket, but Tai Tai won't give it to him.
I'm using the blanket. It's mine. It's okay. I put the dog bed on the bed, so he's got a bed to sit on my bed.
Thanks, Exhibit.
Yo, dog, I heard you like beds.
Are we really doing... Just because the game was released in 2006 doesn't mean our memes need to be from 2006.
I don't know, in
Hey, we
2006,
fixed
weren't they
it.
still image macros?
Oh god, that's gonna have to be the episode title. There's no way.
Seriously though, in 2006 were they still image macros? I forget when people started calling
Yes,
them.
they were still image. I think they were still image macros in 2006. They didn't become memes
Well,
until
the thing
like...
is, memes don't need to be image macros, but image macros are a meme. If that makes sense.
I didn't think people started calling them memes until I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like 2006 would have been the earliest, but...
Dog
And
friendship
I still
restored.
remember You're the Man Now, dog, so... Like, I remember some of the earliest internet memes.
Also, because we did that whole sequence there, we now have access to the next region.
Hooray!
Let's go to Johto.
We're on the road to Viridian City.
Actually, which part of...
Yeah, look at the map.
I'm gonna pull up the map to actually see which part of Japan we're in currently.
That's the one that starts with H, which I can't remember the name of.
Hokkaido?
I don't know
No,
if that's
Hokkaido's in the top there. We might technically be in.
Did we just travel from Kanto to Johto?
Yeah, I think we did actually.
Oh great, we get like a
No, I think we're
get
still
like
in
an opening
Kanto.
change and everything.
I don't think Johto is actually a thing.
No, because Johto's, the area Johto's based off of is a bit more east. Like, just a little bit, I think. We're pretty close, though.
Alright, while I'm here with this fucking merchant, I'm gonna remember to buy some fucking feed packs. Also, you know those fish that we picked up
Yep.
by completing the plot? Yeah, we could just sell them.
Mate, why are we reading the Boulder Garden?
Oh, Johto is the Kansai region.
Yeah.
Bulbapedia, that's the word I was looking for.
Yep. Sorry, did you call it the Bulbasaur website when I wasn't paying attention to you?
No, I called it the Bulba Garden.
Okay.
I mean, that is actually the
I think that's
website
actually the thing.
link.
Yeah.
It's okay, I called the bowling lane the designated bowling area earlier because I forgot what it was called.
So how about that reward you get for that quest in Yakuza 0?
Man, that is
Okay,
some good shit.
May was so pissed off at that that she just gently put her controller down on the couch, got up and left.
Pissed off is the wrong word, it's just like confused. Actually, the word what comes to mind quite strongly.
Yeah, okay, she said what, put her controller down, got up and left the room for about 5 minutes, and then came back.
Guess who's back? It's this asshole.
Hooray. Was it time to play Blitzball?
I already made that joke, I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
That
This guy
episode's
is-
already got, like, I have every episode up that we've recorded so far. You have no excuse, May.
I have plenty of excuses.
May doesn't watch LPs that I'm in.
I get enough of this lady.
I hope the microphone picked up the sound of me furiously punching her in the arm.
I hope it did too. I'm going straight to the internet, please.
After I made you some tasty pork yesterday as well.
He can see the future.
Yay! Seriously, whose OC is this?
Waka is actually based on an actual historical, I think historical figure, not mythological. Okami is a little weird in style. It borrows from both mythology and actual history.
Lightsaber duel.
Wonka saw you get hit.
Ooh. I did not expect him to continue that combo.
He's got a lot of health.
Yeah, let's just do that. I think in this fight you actually are intended to fight him with the weapon we just picked up, but...
Nah, screw that. Okay, can you take these skills away from me before I eat them all?
Sure.
Hey guys, do you want Skittles?
Yes. Hook me up. Did you bring enough for the class?
Yo, I want
Probably,
Skittles.
actually.
We have another bag downstairs. In the fridge for some reason, 'cause that's where May keeps Skittles.
Oh yeah, leveling up your health heals you, doesn't it?
I
Wow,
thought
is
you were
stream
gonna say
actually that far
level up
behind,
your
or you
Skittles.
just...
It keeps pausing the buffer for me.
Oh, that sucks. Got no dropped frames as far as I'm aware,
No, it's
so...
all on my end, don't worry about it.
Canadian internet. I also have apple juice. I had some delicious, what was it, watermelon and apple, or was it raspberry?
I refreshed them, caught up now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The fizzy juice that I had the other day.
I think that might be an apple and watermelon.
It was really good, whatever it was.
As nobody pays attention to Waka. All is right in the world.
I mean, I've played Final Fantasy X.
We made these jokes, I told you.
You seem to think that's going to stop me making the same joke.
Eventually I'll play Final Fantasy X and make the same jokes as well.
Well, if you ever play Final Fantasy X, don't tell May that you're doing it, because otherwise she will tell you how to get everything. No, you don't understand. May once caused quite a big name streamer to reload a save to get a chest that she was yelling at her about.
I wasn't yelling.
You were yelling.
I was not yelling.
Hey, you weren't yelling in the chat, but you were yelling at me.
I was yelling, yeah.
I want both of you to stop arguing with each other for a minute and just look at what just happened.
I
Yeah,
saw
I'm
what
looking
happened.
at
I'm
this
not
leaving it
trying
off.
to not acknowledge it.
Also, his hat looks like a very angry bird. Bye. Me on my way to steal your girl.
You realise that this is why people don't talk to you, right?
You talk to me. Mostly because I'm living in your house.
Well, yeah.
Wow, I actually did better on that than I figured I would.
Hooray!
You did it. You got the
Also,
money.
Go me.
I just want to point out that, like, you legally own this house. You can throw me out whenever you like, legally. 'Cause
Fine,
I don't,
Literally?
I don't pay rent. I mean, she could if she really wanted to be an ass. You're not going to be an ass, though, because who would make you nice spaghetti if
That's true.
you kicked me out of your house?
What? Stop that. Fuck. Get out of my house.
No.
Treasure chest on fire. We'll deal with that later. Treasure chest also on fire, but nowhere near a water source. We'll deal with that later.
I mean, that seems like a self-solving problem. At some point, it's just kind of like,
Yeah, but then the treasure will be burned.
Nobody wants burnt treasure.
yeah.
Unless you want your treasure to be like charcoal.
In many ways, I do.
Charcoal isn't treasure.
It is to some people.
Yeah.
Those people are weird.
Like in the phrase, one man's charcoal is another man's treasure.
I think
I
you're
don't
telling
think that's
weird
how that
lies.
phrase goes.
I'm almost certain it is.
You're telling weird lies.
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Let's bloom this tree.
Yeah.
Where does it want me to stand to bloom the tree is the problem.
Give Sakuya even less clothes.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
Don't
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
She's got a peach for a butt.
And peach for boobs.
What?
She's a tree.
She's also the opposite of Bayonetta because she's got tiny little legs and a torso that goes on for days.
Okay.
She's very sensitive about it.
There, we fixed it.
We did fix it.
Summoned birds.
My favorite Dark Souls spell. Oh, we don't get to see Sakuya in her ridiculous outfit.
Nope. So before we call it for this session, I actually am going to go take a quick look around Taka Pass because this area is much, much bigger than the area we just got out of.
You keep saying that.
Oh, that popping.
Herein lies Okami's problem. The area you go to next is going to be much, much bigger, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The area we unlock after, this, because spoilers, this is like the last major area before the, end of Act 1, is actually smaller than, most of these locations.
Oh, so we've basically just done, like, Dodongo's Palace.
Well, I just wanted to, make the joke that this is why Okami is a really long game, but okay.
It is. Like, make no doubt about it, that Okami is a long, long game.
Yeah, Novel says that Okami is 3 of his favorite Zelda games.
Nice.
It really could have been split into multiple parts, thinking about it.
Jesus, this thing just went ham on those.
I think it was supposed to be like a trilogy, but
I honestly think that, when Platinum originally came up with the idea, or Clover at the time, originally came up with the idea, they wanted it to be a multi-part series, but they knew that they were going to be closing. Like, I have nothing to back this up, it just feels like that was kind of what happened.
kind of like what happened with, I want to say Xenosaga?
Because, like, there's a lot of plot hooks in the game that immediately get turned around and resolved.
Sorry, I just love the image of Ami watching this tiger eat.
The tigers love you now.
Yep. But you want to know who doesn't love us? These fuckers over here.
Wow, rude.
Let's play whack-a-mole.
Okay. Yeah.
Whack-a-mole shell game. Against Monty moles.
These moles look like they're in a gag.
They are.
That was a neat trick he pulled, turning
Monsters
suddenly
all
there.
over.
How are waffles?
Well, too bad. There were no waffles here.
Okay. I've only ever had waffles, like sweet waffles, once in my life. That's a story about me and waffles.
But yeah, you made a joke about them being a gang. The moles are all dressed up like stereotypical Japanese thieves. Like, they got the bundle on their back and everything.
That's adorable.
So we did that,
They got you
because
a
we needed this
thingy?
cup.
Nice.
Oh, it's a cup. Okay.
Sick ass cup.
Great. Just what we need to scream into.
Nobody's gonna get that joke.
Listen, Harley the Screaming Cockatoo is timeless. Everybody should know Harley the Screaming Cockatoo. Especially the Vaporwave version. I read that as Tetramaster.
Sorry.
For?
For Tetramaster.
Are you just apologising for Tetramaster in general?
So now I have golden mushrooms.
Yay!
We'll need those later.
Yay!
If we wanted to, we could go back and mess around with the moles some more. Oh, dog.
Making friends with all sizes of Japanese dog. I believe that one is actually supposed to be a Shiba, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But you put that dog down!
We've met bigger dogs, and those would be Akitas, so...
It made me put the dog down.
Aw, where'd it go?
I don't know.
The dog
Did it just
vanished. I
vanish?
hear it barking, but it vanished into the aether.
Okay.
Oh no.
So we actually can't really do what we need to do here. This area will become important in about 3 hours from now.
Yay!
Actually, no, not 3 hours. More like an hour or two.
Dig.
Stray bead.
So this place is all cursed up.
Yep.
That old lady's trying to cut up you.
Rude.
Once again, based on an actual Japanese folktale.
Or an old lady cuts up a fucker.
I just saw a character model load in. I've never seen that before.
You're running too fast. You need to slow down.
That man's trying really, really hard. I read that as Salsa Traveler. Ah, yes, Salsa Sanctuary.
So, that man is making a mistake. He's trying to push on the wall. You gotta walk through the gate.
Oh. Into the Salsa Sanctuary we go.
Yep.
Yay!
This isn't where we're heading, by the way. This is just something I want to show off now while we're kind of just doing general exploration.
Bamboo shoots are really nice.
We can't get in yet, can we?
Nope.
Why is the underling the fattest bird I've ever seen?
The sparrows.
Yeah. They're sparrows and they're Yakuza.
Wow. So when do we do karaoke?
Also, Faye, you mentioned
Yes.
those were the fattest birds you've ever seen?
Wow.
That's a fat bird. He's asleep.
No, he's not.
Oh.
Oh no.
I mean, have you ever seen a pissed off bird? Oh, bye.
So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the Yakuza at some point.
I can tell you full well that never goes well.
Just get a fish cannon, you'll be fine.
Jeez.
Actually,
It'll
no,
be
that fish
fine.
cannon did nothing.
No, that can suck. Cannonball shot from the mouth of a giant fish. Not very effective, guys.
I would assume not, honestly.
We've been playing a lot of Yakuza.
Horses.
Horses.
Feed the horses.
What do you... Okay.
Ah, it's not actually a video.
Feed the everything. Just keep feeding things.
Foxes.
Make them make their weird fox noises.
So I would talk to that man standing over there, but we actually can't help him yet. We need a way to deal with that pile of leaves.
Eat them.
No.
Wolves can't eat leaves. It's not good for them.
So May is currently making me listen to one of the karaoke songs from Yakuza. She just pulled it up. So now we're just watching Majima not being able to sing very well.
Majima's got a great singing voice, fuck you.
You're actually dancing, you dweeb.
So we cannot do anything with this bridge yet.
I see there's a Cupid.
It's Yoichi.
Yeah. He's based off of something too.
Whatever legend it is that makes every single bow, like, best bow in the Final Fantasy series, the Yoichi bow.
Is that the one that pretty much always has like insta-death attached to it?
Not 100% sure, but if I remember, he's known as the best archer ever, and the only and there's something about him going hunting.
That reminds me, have you seen the new Final Fantasy XIV character class?
Me? No.
The
Which one? They kind of sort of introduced the samurai.
the one that I know of is a samurai, which is like a dual wield DPS thing, which is hella my shit.
The first Japanese MMO to have samurais in it that aren't a tank class.
I was gonna say I would have expected them to be a tank class, but
I don't know what the second class is doing.
Red Mage. That one they announced a while ago.
I actually knew that, I just forgot. Like, that is a fact that I knew, but Novel has just reminded me that I knew it. Would you like some apple juice?
no.
Okay.
Oh no. He was just a samurai who was really famous for being really good with a bow.
I always wanted to try archery, but it's probably not a good idea.
According to one tale, the enemy placed a fan atop the pole of one of their ships, daring his clan to shoot it off, and he did. With both the boats rocking in the waves, with one shot.
You've done archery, haven't you?
Yep.
I wouldn't trust myself to do it.
All the Japanese like folk tales that I've heard sound like something that I mean, they probably are, but they sound like something that somebody made up. Like
While
about
telling stories in a pub.
basically.
Nasuno Yoichi was a real person. It's just
Yes,
that him taking it down one shot was probably made up.
That's what I mean. Like they all sound like the sort of thing that the story you would tell about what your dad did to the other kid at school who was bullying you.
He did become a Buddhist monk eventually.
Yeah, well, my dad shot a fan off of a boat at sea.
As
See, the
opposed
thing
to
I
those
need you to
boats
do.
in the air.
Shut up.
This is
That
not doing
reminds
the
me.
thing I need it to do. Come on.
May did a theism.
Did I?
You did. It was like last week, but
so
we were
these
watching
bullet seeds.
Avatar, and they had tanks, and she was like, "Oh, look at those weird land trains."
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I thought they were.
Finally did the thing.
So did you just
Come on.
accidentally create the sun, or there we
This
go?
really does not want to take.
Don't you have to close the circle? There you go.
You sliced his seed in half. That's rude.
Slicing the seed in half is like the only way to actually kill those things quickly. Alright, and to close out the session, we are going to go to the next actual plot area.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to everything being fine forever. Nothing being broken.
Not gonna feed those monkeys because I can just get them on my way back from here.
So it means those monkeys. What'd they ever do to you?
Existed.
Oh.
Why is internet user Northern Lion tweeting like a 12-year-old?
Because that's what he
Probably
does.
a joke.
Like,
Yeah.
Hello, Twitter, you stinky Twitter, go make some tweets, ugly.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do just
it's
that.
probably a meme.
It's probably a meme.
So as long as we are in Kusa Village in its current state, our ink will constantly drain.
Oh, great.
Why?
Because it's cursed.
Oh.
But not like the curse that we can't really go in, just a different kind of curse. But yeah, with that, that's the end of this session. So we'll deal with the problem of Kusa Village next time.
Yay!
Yay!
Sorry, Kusa Village.